Today is 574th day that I'm here to share lessons I learned and I'm learning. I hope that also support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Now, of course, if you want to become the best version of yourself, what you need to do? You need to invest your time in personal growth. Now, a lot of times people invest time in personal growth, but they do not invest in a proper way. Now, if you do not invest time in personal growth, you are left behind because life is changing, you want it or not. So if you're not growing, that means you're declining. Now, of course, some people say, okay, I will pursue that personal growth, but they have bad ideas, bad beliefs about personal growth. It doesn't allow them to really take full advantage of personal growth. So today we'll share six myths about personal growth that potentially could hold you back as well. So the first myth is that personal growth is a linear path. Personal growth is far from linear. Personal growth is ups and downs. It's circles going backwards. So that means there is no linear. So there will never be always a line that you need to follow. Because you change, station change, other people change, connection change, network change, technology change, everything changes. You want it or not. A lot of times changes that happens in the external world is not that you want to happen. You're not able to control it. And because of that, life sometimes impacts the way you are able to grow. That's why when we see growth, if something happens and you're not able to grow as fast as you wanted, you're not supposed to be sad about it. Because now, of course, if you think that personal is supposed to be linear, growing, always better and better, you will be disappointed a lot of times in life because you will not be able to do the things that you want to do at the moment. But what you need to learn to do whatever you have, all 100% with all the time that you have. And sometimes it will be a very small amount. Number two myth is that personal growth has an endpoint. Now, of course, people go to school, university or college, and they say, oh, I finished my education, so I don't need any more education. I'm fully engaging in my work. But people who think that there is an endpoint in their training, in their education, a lot of times stays in low-paid positions because they do not understand there is a lot of growth to do. People who believe that they always need to improve, always get better, they get very high positions. They build skills, high income skills that allows them to make more money. But at the same time, of course, if you understand that there is no endpoint, that means in sports as well, there's no endpoint. People improving and improving and improving. They always get better. So there's no endpoint. I think that there are always people who do sports or art and trying to improve. They are much more aware that in growth, there is no endpoint. There's always something to tweak. So that means that if you really want to improve your personal growth, sometimes it's good to start some kind of hobby that you always need to improve. And that will transfer in life as well. Number three is personal growth is solely about achieving external success. Now, of course, when people build goals, build plans, build dreams, and they say, okay, this is what I will need to do, this is what kind of personal growth I will need to do to achieve those goals. But most likely, when you think about achieving those goals, you will need to become a different kind of person. And that means internally, not externally. Because a lot of times, your external success is following your internal success. When you succeed internally and you are content and joyful and your attitude is above and beyond, a lot of times that internal success attracts external success. So when we see that personal growth into self-awareness and being able to be content with yourself and love yourself, of course, that's where true success happens. So personal growth is not about external success, even though that is you always get external success, but it's more about an internal success. Number four, personal growth means always being positive and happy. Now, of course, when you grow yourself, improve yourself, you will have more and more positive emotions, more and more content and happy. But it doesn't mean that you always will be happy, always will be positive. because life is full of crazy things, full of disappointments, and you're supposed to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Of course, so if you get some disappointment and you get beat down, what you do? You allow yourself to feel, you allow yourself to feel for a day, for maybe a week, that disappointment, that failure that you had. But at the moment when you have that negative emotion for a couple of days, you allow yourself to improve and get better, because a lot of times negative emotions allows us to feel more and learn more. So that means that we don't want you to really create that positivity, even though that negativity in that moment will be more positive in your long term, because it allows you to think it through what happened and what you learn from that mistake or a failure, or from what happened in life in general. Number 5 is personal growth is all about individual effort. People hide in the room and they work very hard, but personal growth is not just about you, about one person working very hard. Personal growth happens the best and you're growing the fastest when you understand that there is a team effort. So that means that you're able to find people, mentors, coaches, who could potentially help you out move faster. Of course, you can improve yourself and improve a lot by yourself. But if you find someone else, a peer-to-peer network, connections, that could allow you to improve and grow faster, you will be very, very joyful that you did. Because I truly believe that personal growth, being in a group, having a mentor, a guide, is always will outperform anyone who's working by himself. And last one, number 6, is personal growth happens quickly. Personal growth will never be quick. Of course, you can improve quickly something that's that specific skill, but personal growth will never happen quickly. If you really want to become 1%er, 5%er, or you want to really improve any kind of skill and start making high income, have a expert level skill, you will need a lot of time, a lot of effort. You will need to have internal battles, external battles. And you're supposed to be ready for it. Because a lot of times if you have thinking and believing that growth is fast and quick, when you will be slowed down for no reason or for some reason, you will be disappointed. But when you know exactly that personal growth takes time, you're much more compassionate toward yourself and you're able to persevere during tough days. So that means knowing that growth it's a long term allows you to be much more consistent, and you're able to persevere different things. So there's a lot of so I share today 6 myths about personal growth. If you really want to get where you want to be, how you want to achieve your goals, you want to achieve your best lifestyle, you want to live a joyful life with your family, personal growth is essential. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.